is Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
4 yards on the
well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And some room to maneuver. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 37-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Murray now on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
On the keeper. Touchdown.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Raheem Mostert.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Samuel bringing in the slant. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 36, 36. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Lock.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Made back at his own 49.
Let's get it.
Here we go.
2nd and 11 now.
11.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, Drake fights through, and now a crease. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 54 mark. Check, mark 54.
They'll run with Drake. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
4 yards.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, it's Drake. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
The 16-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
At the 10-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first down is Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch, but still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Open man is Samuel, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Got his target, Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
No, check that. 52 right here. Here we go, D. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. I got this.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
52 is the mic.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. 12.
They hand it off to Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
27.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
1-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tevin Coleman now in his second year with the Niners. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Say 21. Show it. Say hut.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The tackle by
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 5.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners' 5-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing again, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
54, check,
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a
4. Now Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 6 yards there. First down, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
11. Go ahead.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That's a gain of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 99. Check 99. Undercrush. Hey, gun.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. It's Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Murray. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops them for a loss. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Here's Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
3-yard line. Intercepted by the Cardinals. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On first down, it's Drake, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Check nine. Check nine. Check.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Today's final.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Arizona, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thank you. So long, everybody.